Good evening, everyone. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, I welcome Mr. Laxmi Prakash Semwal, and he will talk about farmers as owners, collaborative livelihood restoration in devastated Dharali area of Uttarakhand. I now request the speaker to begin. Thank you.
हेलो गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। मैं लक्ष्मी प्रकाश सेमवाल फार्मर्स एज ऑनर्स जो हमारा मॉडल है ऐसे अन्नामृत फाउंडेशन के डायरेक्टर हूँ। और हमारे मॉडल में जो हमारे साझेदार किसान हैं, the partner farmers and our investor, we started providing our support to the affected family of Dharali devastation this year. ये पूरा जो इलाका है 8 गांव का उपला टकनौर, ये इसकी सड़कें पूरी तरह से डैमेज हो गई थी, जिसको गवर्नमेंट ने और लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने रेस्टोर किया है बहुत लेट। और जैसे ही ये सितंबर 15 से 20 के बीच में आवागमन के लायक हुई, तो हमारी टीम के लोग वहाँ पे तुरंत पहुंचे और जो हार्वेस्ट के लिए तैयार इनका एप्पल था वो कैसे यहाँ से निकाल के स्टोरेज में या मार्केट में पहुंचाया जाए, इसकी व्यवस्था की। मैं जैसे हमारा फार्मर्स एज ऑनर्स मॉडल है और पहले भी इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे उसके बारे में बता चुके हैं। ये मॉडल ये कहता है कि एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में, एग्री वैल्यू चेन में, पोस्ट हार्वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट में खास करके हमें जिस इन्वेस्टमेंट की जरूरत है, जो स्टोरेज, कलेक्शन, ग्रेडिंग, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए बहुत जरूरी है, उस इन्वेस्टमेंट में सोशली कॉन्शियस इन्वेस्टर का और किसानों की साझेदारी का होना बहुत जरूरी है, और तभी जाके उसमें सफलता मिल सकती है। तो इस वाले साल में भी, जबकि आपदा से पूरी तरह से हमारे किसान एक भाई में थे, ये हमारी जो बिजनेस टीम है प्रोक्योरमेंट के लिए तुरंत पहुंची और जितना भी वहाँ पे कठिन कार्य थे, असंभव सा लगने वाला था, उसमें चाहे वो सर्विस प्रोवाइडर ट्रांसपोर्टर थे, चाहे हमारे अपने ड्राइवर थे या मैनेजर्स थे या कंपनी के वो प्रोक्योरमेंट टीम के लोग थे, वो पहुंचे, उन्होंने किसानों से संपर्क किया। यद्यपि कुछ कुछ हिस्सा फसलों का बर्बाद हो चुका था और वो सेब जो बेचने के लिए पककर तैयार थे वो झड़ गए हैं। कश्मीर, जम्मू कश्मीर और कुल्लू मनाली वाले में अभी भी किसान उस पीड़ा से, उस दर्द को झेल रहे हैं और उनका जो सेब बाजार पहुंचना था वो खराब सड़कों की वजह से और खराब मौसम की वजह से रास्ते में ही, जो दिल्ली या चंडीगढ़ या जयपुर या जहाँ भी उसे या साउथ इंडिया में पहुंचने के लिए चला था, वो रुक गया और टक्कर वो किसी तरह से उसके अपनी क्वालिटी खराब कर दिया। वो अब जाके बाजार में पहुंच रहा है, तो उसके बहुत कम दाम मिल रहे हैं। हमारे मॉडल का जो हमने 2007 में शुरू किया था, यही मानना है कि किसानों के पास उत्पादन क्षेत्र के नजदीक ही उनके खास करके ताजा फल और सब्जियों के मामले।
Sir, sorry to interrupt. We have some participants who don't understand Hindi also, sir.
Okay. So I will make it mix.
Okay.
Yeah. So then the facilities of storage, collection, grading, pre-cooling, particularly for fresh fruit and vegetable, is needed close to the farming area, in the production area, so that at the time of these natural disaster and difficulty, they can immediately harvest and store their fresh produce locally, and whenever the connectivity is restored, they can sell it on the same prices what is available in the market. But if they lose the quality, due to the poor connectivity or roadblocks or any other weather difficulty, then they have huge losses, like what they are facing in Jammu Kashmir, apples and in Kulu Manali apples. So in this area, our team approached the farmers. They started procuring and storing the apples after pre-cooled them at farm gate in the nearby storage, and now they are getting much higher prices. Due to this intervention and immediate relief measure from the business from the business partners, government also announced the support procurement price to the farmers in Uttarakhand. That is also announced in Jammu and Kashmir by the J&K government, but in other area this was not available. So farmer also need this kind of help from government. Announcing the support prices is one, but for that also government mechanism also need the procurement system in place. They need the logistics. They need the people and managers who can do this job. In Uttarakhand, the announcement was done on I think 22nd or 23rd, 20th or 22nd of September. But till today, they are not in position to start real procurement at field. And if you look on the vulnerability of fresh produce, the overripened fruits is now falling from the tree, and they are dropping as they approach at the maturity. और इसके चलते जो किसानों का उत्पादन है, एक तरफ तो उन पे आपदा की मार है, दे आर फेसिंग लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम ड्यू टू दिस डिजास्टर, बट वो दूसरी मार ये पड़ रही है कि उनका जो अपना उत्पादन है वो उचित संसाधनों के अभाव में they are dropping from the tree, and they are losing their money they are produced. Also, as a nation, as a society, we are losing our food, which we need at present and in future also. So, simply in the model of farmers as owners, if the farmers own their value chain, they can do better marketing of their apple. They can provide food to the society in time, and as a nation, as a society, we can save our food. So my request, my recommendation is to the consumer society, to the citizens, to the government, to the socially conscious investor, that they need to think on this model, how the socially conscious investment can save our farmers and our food is one, based on the solid feasibility and the possibility of marketing and distribution, better distribution and storage of our fresh commodity. Also, our grains, the dry commodity, spices, coffee, or any other commodity, we need to think to establish the value addition unit in partnership with farmers in the local production area, and then we easily can add value to the farmers' produce and to our food. So, in food production, in food security point of view, and in the view of better income to the farmers, we need this the replication of farmers as owners model. This model is available. How it this model implemented in 8 different stages of selection of community and doing feasibility, then putting the required investment in place, organizing the team and the farmers at another stage, and then designing the engineering and construction of value addition facility, and then giving ownership, sharing the profit, and developing the mechanism of profit sharing with the farmers, and at the end, how to give ownership proportionate to the profit earned for that particular year and particular crop season to the farmers. So at the end, they can own the whole facility. So this model is the mix of a cooperative and corporate thinking where farmer ensure the quality uh, product supply to the business as a partner, and the investor ensure to invest enough funds in the value addition chain, in the entire chain, from farm gate to the end consumer and buyer, and then they both, the investor and farmer, can make the profit with the help of the professional business team who are responsible to develop these businesses. तो इस तरह से फिर से इस आपदा के टाइम पे भी, डिजास्टर के समय में भी, हमारे मॉडल ने और हमारे पार्टनर फार्मर्स ने और सोशली कॉन्शियस इन्वेस्टर ने इस मॉडल को सही सिद्ध किया है, और दे प्रूव दैट दिस मॉडल is doing good for the farmers, for the investor, and the business team is well professionally trained to do their job. हमको इस पूरे मॉडल में ये चाहिए, विशेष करके जो जो हमारे डिफिकल्ट एरिया है, हम हिमाचल और उत्तराखंड के पर्वतीय क्षेत्र में काम करते हैं, वहाँ ये चाहिए कि वहाँ पे अच्छे बिजनेस मैनेजर्स सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट के लिए लोगों को, अपने युवाओं को प्रशिक्षण दें, उनको सही शिक्षा दें, सॉरी, वो कैसे कैसे इस काम में मदद कर सकते हैं, एंड हाउ दे कैन सिक्योर देयर ओन जॉब ऑन एम्प्लॉयमेंट with the profitable business development for their socially conscious investor and for their farmers collective. एक ये ट्रेनिंग एंड स्किल डेवलपमेंट भी चाहिए फॉर आवर फार्मर. दे नीड क्वालिटी प्रोडक्शन एंड enough quantity, marketable quantity from their farms collectively, ताकि वो बाकी they can compete with the import in this global business area. They can support the government's idea of local product development to minimize the import dependency and save foreign currency. Then for the farmers and for the investor, this business team and farms can ensure that their investment will make good return on the investment, competitive with the other investment. But in this model, all these players, the business professionals, the farmer collectives, and the socially conscious investor can win over their competitor in the same area. And that's why we are calling this model the win-win model. The win-win model for the investor, winning for the investor as a higher ROI, winning for the farmer collective for supplying quality and marketable quantity to keep them ahead of their competitor and save and compete with the import and other production areas, to focus on more quality production at their own and with the help of this business team. And for the business team, they can create more employment opportunity near production area, and they will not search for they do not need to migrate in the search of the job in other area from their own area. So this one idea of farmers as owners model can provide new employment opportunities. One, they can provide better market to the farmer collectives. Two, they can give financial and social returns better than other areas to the socially conscious investor. तो अभी भी जैसे ये एक बड़ा सहयोग सरकार के द्वारा करने की इच्छा है इन क्षेत्रों में उनकी मदद करने में, तो उतने सामाजिक उत्तरदायित्व के साथ के निवेश को वो किसान के उत्पादन को वैल्यू एडिशन के लिए इन्वेस्ट करें और ऐसे यूथ को, ऐसे ऐसे बिजनेस मैनेजर्स को इनवाइट करें जो फार्मर्स की कम्युनिटी में वैल्यू ऐड कर सकते हों। और साथ ही ये किसान अपने को अपने क्षेत्रों में संगठित करें और इस बात पे ज़्यादा ध्यान दें कि वो अधिक गुणवत्ता का और बाजार की मांग के अनुसार किस तरह से अच्छी मात्रा में उत्पादन को कर सकते हैं, ताकि वो अन्य उत्पादक क्षेत्रों के साथ, विशेष करके आयातित कृषि उत्पादों के साथ अपने को प्रतिस्पर्धा के युग में बचाए रख सकें। So the model is very simple, that we need socially conscious investment to create value addition business in agriculture space. There we need farmers collective to focus on quality and compete with their competitor, whether within the country or global import, to provide better quality and enough quantity to their consumer, their buyer, and the youth and the people of that area, educated young people, need to create a profitable business for their investors, for their farmers, for their own employment in their own area, so that they do not need to migrate outward, and they can create opportunity of employment and income generation in their own area. तो इन सारी बातों के साथ फार्मर्स और ऑनर्स मॉडल इन तीनों स्टेक होल्डर्स को, we are inviting all three stakeholders to look into the model. We are ready to sharing our experience with them. हम अपने पिछले 15 सालों के अनुभव को किसी के साथ भी, किसी तीनों में से किसी भी हितधारक के साथ साझा करने के लिए तत्पर हैं। और उसके लिए हमारी देहरादून की टीम, नौगांव उत्तरकाशी उत्तराखंड की टीम और हर्षिल धराली वाले क्षेत्र में जहाँ ये आपदा आई है वहाँ की टीम, और साथ ही हमारे चौपाल जुब्बल के क्षेत्र में कार्य कर रही टीम तत्पर है, तैयार है, इच्छुक है इस मॉडल को अन्य लोगों के साथ साझा करने के लिए। Whoever want to learn from this model, particularly for the cold chain development, for the entire chain management, for the quality supply to the market, for quality production by the farmer collective, for establishing complete value addition chain for fresh produce, and not only fresh produce, but also with the help of our foreign partner, foreign investor, foreign technology partner, we can provide technology and knowledge for dry commodity, particularly for the spices, where we are offering the vacuum packaging. We are vacuumizing the bag, reducing the air, sucking the air out, and putting the dry commodity after minimizing their moisture in a bag with the valve on it, and we are sucking the air out. And that's why the dry commodity like spices, specifically chili, we are sucking all the oxygen and other air out, and then this dry commodity can the businesses can keep for longer time. So these storage, transportation, collection, and distribution, supply chain management is available. The technology is there. We are there to share these technologies. We are there to provide all kind of installation, maintenance, and hand holding support till the local people or the farmers cannot learn the handling of technology. We are there. We are offering anyone to come to us, or they can invite us or our partner to their area for these technologies to add value in farmers' produce. We are there to provide services for organizing farmer each one, services for establishing the value addition unit with the latest technology from Europe, and with the help of our partner, we are there to search the new market opportunity for these produce. We are there to train, to educate the people in technology and management of the chains to overcome all the difficulty, whether it is disaster like Dharali or disaster like Jammu and Kashmir and Kullu Manali, with weather, with the road blockage, and with supply chain disruption. So we are there to think together with the with our partners as farmers and investors how to overcome these difficulty in future in the light of climate change and unpredictable weather, particularly in hills, coastal areas, and deserts. So we are there, and I believe that this kind of partnership, the model we named Farmers as Owners, can ensure better income and livelihood to the farmers at one hand, and local employment opportunity at other. So I believe I'm sure that one day this model will be replicated in other agriculture production areas. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for a wonderful talk. I will take up the questions now. The first question is, what were the immediate challenges the farmers faced post disaster, and how did you begin addressing them collectively?
Yes, first one is to get a solution for their produce ready to harvest, and our business team with the help of farmers and the supply chain partners, we are doing that. We started immediately the harvest and the supply of the material to the nearby storage and the market to save the quality, and they are now overcome that challenge. The second one, due to this disaster, the farmers and the business team they lost their value addition unit established locally. They lost the logistic arrangements. They lost their some machines and the place, and so they put now the temporary shades and temporary machines and the alternative logistic in place for this year. But for next year, they will focus to rebuild these assets at the safe place after doing proper um, pro- proper engineering and design of the facility of their new value addition facility in locally.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you mobilize the local community to come together and work under a collaborative model rather than individually?
Yes, but generally in the farming area, people do all the things collectively, but they have their own way to do this. Say, like sending their apples or fresh produce or any produce to the market, they need a truck, a lorry of a load. So they come together for a time being and fill their produce in that lorry to send their produce to the market, and they put some identification mark on their packaging, their logistic packaging. Either it's a crate or a bag or whatever is there. So that is also the collective sign of doing that. But in our model, we first invite them to form a collective formally as a registered body. We did a series of meeting how they can collectively do better quality production. They can do better logistic management. They can negotiate or bargain better with the buyer collectively. So we did that, and a series of meeting for their capacity building is required to do this.
Okay. What does farmers as owners mean in practical terms? How are ownership responsibilities and benefits shared?
Yes. The first ownership is that the collectively they own the supply chain management in logistic and collectively doing the job. So that is the first step of entry. The second step is what entity and what business is doing that. The farmers started owning financially those entity as 1% investment as a sign of co-ownership over the company or over the business, and they participate in the governance board of those businesses. And then the mechanism in the model is whatever profit of these business company will make in a financial year, in a harvesting season, in a cropping year, they will divide that earning in three parts. One will go to repay the loan of the investor with the ethically acceptable interest rate. Second part will go to the company itself to capitalize the company, to add the value, financial value of the company. And the third part will go to the farmers as the premium price, as the money, the more prices than other farmers over the agreed prices what they supply during harvest to the company. So due to value addition, this is sure that the commodity will sold at higher prices, and these three portion will go to the each other. But whatever money is returned to the investor, that ownership, the proportionate ownership will be increased with the farmers and reduced with the investor. And at one day, in 7 to 12, 15 years, I can say the company will fully owned by the farmers collectives. And at that time, at that stage, they also able to learn technically and managerially the skills to how to run the company.
Okay.
Yeah.
How has the initiative improved the livelihood of farmers in Dharali so far?
We are now immediately in the procurement of this season, but this will come. The question you ask cannot answer at this stage. We exactly will know after 5 6 months later when the stored apple will be sold, when the businesses will established in the area, when the farmer will engage further in new activity. Because as of now, all these affected families and people are in very difficult situations. They need more emotional support from their partners like us, the investor and the business team, then looking on these kind of metrics and evaluation that what is the benefit, because it will come only after 6 months or a year, that how they got benefited by this. As of now, they are feeling that they have more friends and more well-wisher than others, than the general family, because they have investor as a partner with them. They have this business team with them, and the people from these two sections also helping their member farmers in this difficult time. And not only with the farmers, if it will come to the business tomorrow, the farmers and the investor will also help them. If it will happen with the investor at any time in future, these farmers and the business team also help them. So this is also a kind of partnership to helping each other. At this stage, both the partners, the business team and the investor is helping these farmers.
Okay, I'll move on to the next question, sir. Beyond economic benefits, what kind of social and cultural changes have emerged from this collaborative approach?
Yes, first is that I said already, because all these three different players, stakeholders are helping them in the difficult time. They are sharing the benefits in the good times, and finally they are friends. They are feeling more comfortable than others. They are collectively making some difference, and they are with each other in difficult time, in the good time. They are the friends for the good time to enjoy, and they are friends for helping each other in the bad time, to support each other. So this is the major social benefit. The cultural one is that these kind of partnership make a new culture. These partnership, these stakeholders are now sometime thinking that they are also competitive to the U.S. incorporation kind of culture. They are competitive to the cooperative culture of farming area. They are equally valuing each other's value for providing food security to the citizens, and they are at least working together for well-being and happiness of each other. They celebrate the good harvest, they celebrate the profit, they celebrate the ownership. Each time they have something to celebrate for their happiness as a collective effort. As partners, as friends, they are together for well-being and happiness. Yeah.
Okay. How can government bodies, NGOs, or corporate support and strengthen such community-led livelihood restoration efforts?
From government part, I'm not that much happy, because in 2013, when same kind of disaster took place in the same area, सरकारी जो companies हैं, the power sector PSUs, announced some relief to the from their CSR to these communities, and they asked government to do something for them, and the money was there. They put the money in a bank account. They organized various implementation, execution, and monitoring committee at government level. But since then and now, the money is still in bank account. So your previous question and this question is interrelated. When we think from the government perspective, they are not able to make collaborative effort, the friendship with the people, they are not that much close to the farmers as the social investor is. So that is one. And second, from NGO point of NGO perspective, they are also more interested in making or searching grant to demonstrate, but not establishing, not promoting the real business. So also there is in the case of NGO there is money, but a very fragile relation based on the availability of grant. With the government, there is money, but they don't have resources, and their reach is very limited. They think that issuing guidelines and orders and making rules will help the farmers and support the supply chain, but that is not possible. So we need collaborative and very conscious partnership for these kind of agriculture produce and their value addition.
Okay. Sir, what is your long-term vision for Dharali and the farmers involved in this initiative?
Yes, we will first now onward we will do the proper feasibility of the area where they can put their value addition unit, where they will face minimum disaster and minimum devastation in the case if further and in future these kind of floods and rains will occur. The first is that we will see how the farmer collective can take best care of their surrounding environment and how they can develop a culture with living with these disaster prone uh, area with the nature with the geography and with river particularly. This is the first bridge at the origin of Ganga, because the Gangotri is there, but Gangotri is not the habitation. It's a shrine for pilgrimage and for time being. It's open only in summer. But if we look the habitation, the habitat, this village is the first habitat close to the origin of Ganga, and then they also need to think that these kind of um, crowded pilgrimage places and fragile environmental situation, how they can live and put the value addition things, value addition facility with their own livelihood system for keeping the environmental and geographic condition in their mind. First is that. Second, we will try to invite more socially, environmentally conscious investor there, so that they can take care for livelihood and employment of the farmers is one, and for the care of environment and geography is two. So we will try to do that with the help of some NGO and for with the help of some socially conscious investor. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. We have now completed the round of questions on behalf of agricultureinformation.com. We like to thank Mr. Laxmi Prakash Semwal for the talk and for answering the questions. This meeting will now be closed.
थैंक यू बहुत बहुत
You're most
धन्यवाद आपका,
welcome.
और यदि कुछ आगे होगा तो हम बताएंगे. ओके, थैंक यू.
Thank you, sir. Bye.